395. And then you're also doing 367 to Alex. $367 minus his physical defense. Which is 120 equals 247. And now we'll go ahead and do the follow-up attack. So 1848 minus 247. I'm so glad this thing has a history. 1601. Alright. Okay, now we'll do the follow-up, the attack damage. So there's Orion's follow-up, which is 61. And I'm assuming all these are being targeted to Joe?
Yeah.
Since you hit both of them, you can choose either Joe or Alex to follow-up attack on.
Yeah, probably just all follow-up attack on Joe.
Nate? Technical difficulties. Woo-hoo.
On whose end? Are you saying you can't hear me again? 'Cause I haven't been saying anything. Well, I was just muted.
Oh, you were muted the whole time?
Not the whole time.
Okay, so, I was saying, oh yeah, I was asking, you're doing follow-up, so you hit both Joe and Alex, meaning you are able to do follow-up attacks. Your party's able to do follow-up attacks on either or. Since they're supporting you, you can tell them who to target.
Yeah, I was gonna target Joe, I guess, for all of it.
Okay, so Orion's Dex plus Paul's Strength. Stanley's Strength. And then Paul's passive that lets attacks do follow-up attacks do additional damage based off of a D20 roll. So plus 13. Number 2 plus 4. And number 3 plus 14. So 224 total, and because those are follow-up damages, I'll say those are mitigatable. They're the unmitigatable.
Right.
Because you're already hit, so the other attacks are going to connect.
Right.
Since they're primarily physical, I probably will take physical defense out. Subtract physical defense, though.
Right.
So 167. So 395 minus 167. 228. Man, our leader's getting dogpiled up there.
if he gets for calling out his attacks.
Calling out your attacks is how you make your superhero entrance. How are you supposed to do cool stunts without calling out your attacks? Whatever.
Difference
I'm
between
still kicking, so we'll be just fine. Alright, so now that your turn's over, you temporarily lose leader status until you did a lot of damage, so you're probably going to get it again immediately. But
Right.
after Paul's turn, we'll decide who's the leader. So I'll just hide it for now. Alright. That was your turn. Now it is Joe's turn. Alright. Alrighty. Time for the big guns. Good. Electric infusion. He's going to imbue Alex with electricity, and he's gonna follow up with a special attack. But because this is an attack, I gotta roll for confusion. Tails. It does not go through. He's still imbued with electricity. So the next time he is able to, he will use that special attack.
Okay.
So I will dignify that with this thing. Pretty cool. Alright, so that will be his turn, I guess. Next on that list is Paul.
Smack him up.
Darn. That stupid bug made me forget everything. Forget my attack. Oh, are you sure it's not the beating you're taking right now? Quiet! Don't worry, because there's plenty more where that's coming from. I'll make sure you won't be able to do much. Right, partner?
Right.
Alright. So, let's see.
Probably
What
just
should
beat
Paul
up.
do?
Probably just beat up.
Alright, sure. Beat up works. Alright. Unfortunately, I gave the super strong attack to the person with 0 armor class, so... like, his AC is like 11, that's why everything's hitting.
Right.
Alright, so beat up. This damage based off the party strength divided by 5. Alright. And because you are friends with him, you should be follow-up attacking, but I keep forgetting to implement it. So you should also be adding your either. Let's see, what's your primary stat's kind of the same, so it doesn't matter which one you do.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll leave that up to you then, because I've been choosing your party member's highest stat between strength and dex for follow-up damage.
Yeah, I mean, the difference of 11, but yeah, the modifiers aren't that far apart.
Yeah, if the modifiers are about the same, yeah, I'll leave that up to you. So, I'm also gonna use beat up. Calculator time. So Paul is 76 plus 43 plus 56 and plus yours, which is
55.
5.
And I had Orion's as well.
Pretty sure, yeah, I did Orion's. Orion's is 43.
Okay, so make sure you had Orion's in there.
Yeah. So it should be, I have 4 people's stuff added. I think.
Okay.
So 76 plus 43 plus 56 plus yours. Yeah, that's everybody's.
Yeah.
So that's 230 divided by 5. 46 plus.
Is that just for beat up, or is that for his damage in total?
His damage based off the party strength divided by 5. Yeah, I'm gonna add his. It's the total party total strength divided by 5 plus his strength. So I'm gonna add his strength also. He is technically using a physical attack.
So this is before the follow-up attacks.
Yes, this is before he. Yeah, that's right. He's linked with Paul. That's right. So yeah, this is before the follow-up attack. Yes. So 122. Then he's going to might as well target Joe because he's there.
Yeah.
And this is a physical attack, so subtract that from 57, 65. So 5 was 163. And then, oh yeah, because he's linked with the Orion, both you and Orion get your follow-up damage in.
Yep.
So Orion's dex, which is 61, plus your 55 strength.
Yeah.
So an additional 116. So yeah, he is by the skin of his teeth.
I just even still like there is crazy.
He's got like double-digit HP though. Like if you breathe on him, he's dead.
Yeah.
All right. You want us to come over there and help? Because I could probably do that. I may appreciate that.
Cool.
Alright, it's my turn. It's Alex's turn, and he's still in the web trap. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to damage him. It's been like 2 turns.
Trying to think. It was since Joe tried to attack, I think.
Since Joe's attack. Okay, so Joe, and then you move. So it's been 2 turns, so 18 damage to him. So now it's Alex's turn. He's gonna try to break out of the trap. Let's see. 16. I say, yeah, he breaks out of it.
This dude's just breaking out of it on their first try.
To be fair, I forgot to calculate it with the King Gambit, but he has been taking damage the entire time. I'm trying to make sure he's been taking the damage, though.
Right.
He took a good chunk of damage out of that. If anything, it's mostly just been traps damaging him.
And,
Stuff poor Joe over here.
Yeah.
Alright. He's gonna try to fight Paul. Alright. Paul is going to... Oh, no, he is going to use... Horn attack. It misses. Not even gonna entertain that.
Yeah, probably not, yeah.
Alright, so Alex misses. That'll be it. Next is Jose's turn. You're still over there, so he's just gonna keep trying to attack you. He's gonna attack with... Which one is that one? Metal Burst. You did not receive damage, so I'll just say that does... If that hits, I'll say it does like 30 damage. Actually, no. It just won't do anything. Never mind. Alright, so...
Moving on.
But, actually... I'll wait, so, for now. So, because... Okay, cool. So, I'll wait for that. So that is Jose's turn, which means it is now Orion's. Alrighty. So, he still has 2 major links on enemies and 1 major link on Stanley.
Right.
So, Do you want to do damage, or do you want to form another link with your party member? It should also be noted that he also has Frisk, Telepathy, and Surveillance that he can also use bonus actions on as well.
What does telepathy do?
Attacks done from an ally that made damage to this Pokemon. Oh, never mind. So that would be like AoE attacks that would damage him, would be dodge. So I might change that, but so ignore Telepathy for now.
Yeah.
Surveillance is the scan, and then Frisk is checking if your opponents have abilities.
Okay, so I should start out with surveillance.
All right.
Keep
so
his.
You don't want to link or anything? 'Cause just so you know that the surveillance puts a minor link on everybody. Again.
Right.
So is that what you want to do, or do you want to use one of your major links that you already have out?
Well, what is the point of keeping the minor links alive?
So minor links, surveillances create minor links. If there are 2 minor links become a major link, and that's when Orion can activate one of his abilities. So everyone has a major link on them that has a light bulb has a major link on them currently.
Except for me and Paul, who have a link for the bubble.
Yeah, and that's because he activated it. So Stanley's is unactivated, and so is Jose and Alex. But surveillance could also put another minor link on Joe.
Which would make it turn into a major link?
It would create one minor link, and then if he does it twice, it'll do another minor link, which turns into a major link. Basically, 2 stacks of a minor link becomes a major link.
But don't King's Gambit and Rhydon have a minor link on right now?
They have major links.
I don't remember making the major.
So, because he did surveillance twice.
Right.
So because he did surveillance twice, the 2 minor links that he accumulated became major links.
Yeah, and the one major link that was on Joe got used to make him confused.
Yes.
Which he might not have rolled for on that last attack. He didn't attack, didn't he?
No, yeah, I did, because I did do heads or tails. I did forget to do his damage, though. So, which actually is 40. So, annoyingly enough, he's still alive. He just has 7 HP left.
Okay, so he hurt himself. Okay, I wasn't paying enough.
Yeah, I forgot to do that hurt himself.
Yeah.
But, you breathe on him, he's dead. So,
Right. Probably have him create a major link with Stanley.
So he's going to go ahead and use Link Burst? Yes, sir. So Link Burst is the thing that lets him do follow-up attacks. So the major link has been consumed and has now formed a Link Burst. So now Orion can do follow-up attack with Stanley.
Okay, and then have him use Psybeam, I guess, on Joe. Finish him off, hopefully.
So Psybeam. Nine, that hits. Yeah, so Psybeam, I won't do the damage, he's dead. So Joe is knocked out.
He's dead.
Temporarily remove him from the map, along with all of his sigils. So now all that's left is Jose and Alex. Boss! I'll be alright. I just need to get to safety. Yeah. So Joe is knocked out and has temporarily left the battlefield. It is now just Jose and Alex.
Right. The team might be pretty beefy still, because they haven't hit too much.
Yeah, they're still fairly tanky. I think Alex is the only one you really have to worry about. Actually, no, Jose and Alex are physically really tanky, but they have pretty okay special defense. King Gambit's definitely the bulkier of the two, but I'm sure you know, but you have copycat, so you can just copy whatever special attack you've seen already and do more damage that way. But you've
Right.
been doing decent damage even with the physical attack, so honestly, who really cares?
Right.
Alrighty, so that was Orion's turn.
Yep.
Yes, that was Orion's turn. Oh, because he technically has follow-up attacks still, with the three of you, you can target another person with those.
He'll probably target Alex.
Alright. And yeah. So, Paul's gonna have a use a physical follow-up attack, which is because he's right next to him. $76. Yeah, and I'll just say that hits. And then, so 76 plus Orion's dexterity, because I believe that is, in fact, higher. Yes, so plus 61. Plus Stanley's, I believe. Strength, yeah, strength is higher. 193. And I'll say that ignores defense for now. Are you targeting Alex?
Yep. They do a special attack.
1390. Yeah, so special attacks will get the most mileage out of just because he's a physically tanky Pokemon.
Right. You said you already added my damage?
Yeah. So you should have. You know what? I don't think I did. So I'll subtract 55 from that. Or
Yeah.
did you?
I mean, if you're
Okay.
if you're not figuring defense, then yeah, might as well just do 55.
So 1335. Yeah, I'll follow up attack for the most part. I'm only gonna do for I'm not gonna calculate too much just because it's just additional damage.
Right.
Whereas, oh shoot, yeah, calls additive damage. So that was 3 other follow-up attacks because Orion did a thing. So plus 10, plus 6, plus 11. So 20, yeah, 27. 1308. Alrighty. And that was just Orion's turn alone.
Right. Now it's Stanley the Manly's turn.
Yes, sir. What would you have Stanley do?
So, is Electro Web a physical, a special attack?
Special.
Special? Okay.
Assurance is the physical attack.
Yeah. Just wondering if I'd be better off using Assurance because it does something like double damage for being used on him right now.
Already says anything else is free damage. Because his physical defense is already 120.
Right. And his special defense is close to that?
His special defense is 45.
45.
Electric Web has a base power of 50, whereas Assurance has a base power of 120.
So it's kind of the same position.
Yeah, so you benefit either way.
Right. Electro Web doesn't have a bonus effect. It may have a chance of paralyzing, I guess.
It lowers the target speed.
I thought most of the electric type moves had a chance of paralyzing, but I think some don't. For that reason.
I think it's because Electro Web is more of a trap type thing.
Yeah. Let's just go with Assurance. Let's have him go up to above Rhydon to use it. And I think he just attacked Joe, so he should get that quarter damage on him.
You're right. Yeah, that was just that. So he should still be. Oh no, because he broke out of the web.
Why are you saying that counts as an attack?
No, you're talking about his bonus damage. You're right. You're right. You're right. You are absolutely correct. All right. So 120 plus his strength. Standing is 56. Equal 76. 220 total if that hits.
Okay, see if it hits, I guess. Pretty low.
That one misses.
Okay.
No offense to our boss, but I'm going to be a bit harder to touch than him. Better playing their moves carefully. Yeah, what are you giving him advice for? That wasn't advice, that was just a general observation.
Let's see. Hey, he still has his bonus action, right?
Yes.
That.
You gonna set more trap?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Let's see. What would be the best spot? I guess you can't set traps on them.
Not on the enemy, no.
That would be a little broken, yeah.
I will say, since party members can't activate traps, you can use their space that they're currently standing on.
Right. Maybe have Stanley back up, or maybe yeah, make him back up and then cover the 3 squares around Rhydon. I think that'd work.
No problem, family. I don't see why not. I know because you already moved.
Or maybe just have him use that. Like, just use it like where he is, I guess. And then if he can move backwards to afterwards, I guess.
Okay.
Because that way he can reach the one to his left and right. I'm thinking like two Rhydons, right?
2 on his right?
So like, you know, like there's one on, it'd be one where Paul is, and then it'd be 1, 2 is right.
Okay. So
and then,
you want
so like one
Paul is.
Yeah, one where Paul is, one where Stanley is, and then one to the right of Rhydon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That works.
Like a triangle around him, yeah.
And then, yeah, your link here. Oh yeah, and because Stanley attacked Orion's follow-up attack. It does damage.
Yep.
So that does... $61. So that's... 1247. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
That was Stanley's turn. Now it is actually your turn.
Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe Psybeam on King Gambit.
Okay. Copycat. Very cool. 11. He hasn't been attacked in a while, so I'm probably gonna say whatever that total is hits.
Okay.
So, side beam.
That's 65, I think you said, with the damage.
Yeah, 65 plus your dexterity. And then has a chance to paralyze if you roll a 6.
So 52 is the modifier for dex. And then protein would be half of that for the bonus damage.
65
And then
divided by 2.
I rolled a 3, so that's not enough to confuse him. And then yeah, whatever that is in the end, add 7 for sweet scent.
Alrighty. So 237. Subtracting that from his special defense, which is 85. 152 damage.
So nobody.
Pretty sizable enough about the defense difference.
So nobody got the leader bonus thing or whatever.
That's right. You do have the leader bonus.
Oh,
That's right. Paul terminated because he didn't. So you were decided as leader because you did the most damage again. So. So you were the leader of the team. Then you also, so that means you also get a crap ton of follow-up attacks. So let me get your base damage in first.
Yeah.
So 152 total. So 1533. So, and then we'll get your follow-up attacks in. So King is Orion first. 61. Minus 76. Stanley. Minus 56. And then the dice roll for Paul's passive for follow-up attacks. Minus 18 for the first one.
Sounds giving me a headache. I'm just gonna pause it for the time being.
That was 8 for some reason. Minus 8. And then the number 3. Minus 6. So 1308 total.
I mean, it's his HP now.
Now that I'm actually remembering all the mechanics, suddenly the HP scaling it did make sense. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Because I was like, I scaled them around something, but it was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing the mechanics I implemented. so that's a whoopsie on my part.
Yeah. Why does Orion have 2 bubbles?
Because he's linked with two people.
Oh, this shows that.
So
Okay.
that's more so to help me remember too.
Tell me he has 3 now. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing that while you were doing your turn. Alright. So that was your turn. Do you have anything else you want to do? Do you have any bonus actions you want to implement?
Not the way I feel like it.
Alrighty. Happy turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So next is Paul. Alright. Time for a Paul pounding. Let's see. Do you want to use a specific attack, or are you going to leave it up to RNG?
I would say if I was doing a bonus action or anything like that, I want him to try to shove him into that trap. It's like a strength contest.
Oh, it's Paul's turn. The trap doesn't apply to him. Like I say, he's a party member. They can't activate the traps.
What I mean is that he's gonna push right on into the other one.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so I'll do a strength test. He has 76 strength, so he's
Pretty
that's
shrink, yeah.
so let me see what look up Rhyhorn's weight again.
Like 2,000 or 200? Or 200 something. 260 something?
That sounds about right. Let me double check. Yeah, 264. So look up Passimian.
Definitely less, but I don't know if he's that much less. Maybe like half. Like at least.
Well, 182.
Yeah.
So so
2/3.
honestly, yeah, it's about about an 80-pound difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so 80 pounds, and then the strength 76. So he probably doesn't need to roll too much to shift him. So let's see.
Right.
Oh, nice, nice. And I still got my attack.
So then he follows up with the immediate takedown. Kind of makes sense.
Sure. And now that you're holding still, let's go for a takedown.
Okay.
15? I'll say that hit.
He of course has to be closer to actually hit him.
Oh yeah, I'll move and then do that. Yeah, takedown's kind of a dash attack, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll mark it as that.
Like,
Yeah, that hits. So let's see.
then you get
Takedown is pretty strong, so
it's like 80, I think, or maybe 70.
takedown is 90 plus strength.
90. Okay. But yeah, once you figured that damage, it'd be a quarter of that he would take. And then the follow-ups from me and Orion.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and the
yeah,
and that one
it'll be a
ability,
fifth of the web.
and then the other ability that you have for Paul, the or whatever you call it.
Pass it on.
I think that'd be outside of the takedown damage. I think takedown damage would be figured, and then you do the quarter of that, and then you would do the rest of it.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so none of his are while he attacks. So yeah, so 166. That's a physical minus Rhydon's 120, so that's why we're doing about 40 damage.
okay. So then he would take 10. Paul would take 10.
Yes, that's right. Paul will take 10 damage from that. 272. And then the follow-up attacks for you and Orion.
So yeah, 40 plus whatever those are. Yeah.
So 50. It was 55 for your attack.
Yep, for strength anyway. Yeah.
And then Orion's is 61. So 116. So 1207.
So 156 damage to Alex.
So he's at 1091.
Okay. Oh, was that figuring the damage thing that I was talking about? Was it pass it on or whatever?
That's right. Yeah, pass it on will. Are you saying so after he attacks, I believe. Oh, that's right. So pass it on after each attack. This Pokemon can pass his berry onto a party member of his choosing.
What is
That
that?
member can either use it to heal or boost their damage.
But there's something else.
So before the follow up, if you want, you can boost that to by 15.
I guess, yeah. Well, I was thinking of that. I thought Paul did something else too. That one time we added.
For follow up attacks, he rolls a dice to calculate that damage for each follow up. So there are 2 follow up attacks. So dice roll for the first one. 10. The second one. Minus 14. Alright, so 1067 is his HP.
Okay. So quite a bit, but he's gone down at least.
Yeah. I mean, he started at 2,000, so you guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. So that was Paul's turn. Oh, and then I will go ahead and... Here. So let me finish calculating this damage. So you're 167. That was your turn. That was
Paul's turn.
That was Paul's turn. So now it is Alex's turn. So give me a sec. Let me take care of something real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay. Did I just randomly lose connection to Twitch? What the heck? Yeah, some of the bit rate on Twitch is really low.
Okay. So I'll let him know. Bigger. Alright. I've returned.
Okay.
So let me answer this real quick and then I will go ahead and continue.
Okay.
Alright, ready to go. So now it is Alex's turn. I'll probably just continue attacking as normal. Attack either will he target Paul or Stanley. He's there. Actually, no, he can't. So strength check to see if he either makes it out.
Did you take that damage from being in the electro web?
I did not. So I'm gonna subtract that real quick too.
He also just immediately broke out of that.
Yeah, good grief. I mean, they're doing their job, thankfully, but good grief.
Yeah.
I believe it was 9, so 17 minus 9, 1058. I'll probably buff that damage, because that is pretty small. So, alright. So he broke out of it, so he uses action to break out. That was mine. Right, so now it's Alex's turn to attack. Will he target heads Stanley, tails fall? He's targeting Stanley, so he's moving up. Since Joe is gone, he is no longer imbued with electricity, so I'll go ahead and remove that.
That trap can go away too, I guess.
Yep. Moving the trap. But he still has the major link on him. Oh. So he is going to use one bulldoze. Strength plus 60, lowers the target speeds by 5. So let's see if that hits.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 16 plus 6 is 23. Stanley's armor class is 27, so it misses.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna make that hit next time. Make his attack hit. Make the attack hit next time.
Yeah. He's rolling at 16 and missing. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think I might just make the armor class minimum like 20 or something, or max 20 or something. I'm not sure.
Right.
But we'll see. Especially because he is technically fully evolved. Like, you're all technically fully evolved Pokemon, so it makes sense that you guys are hard to hit, but still.
I mean, I'm not, but...
Yeah. Yeah. I think I based your armor class off your speed, and because you're a freaking cat, it's through the roof.
Yeah.
I definitely got enough for yours, but... Alright, so that misses. I think that's pretty much it for now. So, I'll the buff Navigator in the future if he's ever going to show up again. So next is Jose's turn. Alrighty, superpower time. Alex is John. But that doesn't mean I'm out of tricks. Or Joe's gone, but that doesn't mean I'm out of tricks.
Joe Schmo.
So this is going, it's a superpower that I'm going to be, say, it can be used once every 5 rotations. This is a pretty powerful, I'm going to make this a pretty powerful hit.
Okay.
And it's going to be, because it's a superpower, it's going to be guaranteed damage, so I'm probably just going to, so he's going to use his superpower, Sun Slash. He's going to charge up his head sword and deliver an arcing slash to you and Orion. And I will say that'll do 70 damage.
70?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll adjust his HP.
That's 191.
So that's his attack. Nice move, Jose. Told you I got the skills to pay the bills. Alright, so that's Jose's turn. Now it is Orion's turn.
Probably use what is it called? Link Burst? No, not Link Burst. Link,
It's Link Burst and Link Blast, I think.
Link Blast on Jose.
Alright. Yeah, that Arc Slash is pretty scary. Alright. Link Blast! God! I forgot what I had for breakfast today. So that is expended.
A Met Ball sandwich.
Fusion. He is now confused. And they took an immediate 61 damage. 13.8. $12.47. Alright. That was technically an attack, so that also means everyone follows up.
Right.
So your damage 55. No, because it's Orion's Link. It's their dex. So
yeah,
yours is 52, right?
Yeah.
52 plus 44. 139. So 1247 minus 139. 1108. Alright. That is Orion's attack. So I believe that should end his turn. Stanley's turn.
Man, unless he hasn't used his bonus action yet.
Oh yeah, true. Wait. Orion's, oh yeah, that's right. Link Blast was an attack, so sure.
And that, I mean, he can link
You
this.
want to do surveillance again and get more links set up, or?
The thing is that, yeah, the only thing you really do is surveillance, because because Rhydon already has the link, so yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
can just slap another minor link on him.
yeah, so you could do that to both him and Jose, I guess, yeah.
Sure. Surveillance. It's on the ring.
That's regnant. That's regnant.
Surveillance is done. Now it is Stanley's turn.
Let's see. So, first, put down 3 traps, one above him, one to his left, and one below Rhydon.
Alright. Oh, that's your cat.
Is it? Oh, is it?
It's your cat. I heard him.
I couldn't even hear.
One to his left and one below right on.
Yeah.
Stanley's move.
But his bonus action, yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna use electro to electrify him.
Yeah, but first he's gonna move up and to the left.
And left. Okay. Ah, okay.
And then electro weapon, yeah.
That hits. Yeah, even with the additives, that hits. Okay, cool. Yeah, Electro Web. Yeah, so 55 plus Dex. So that's going to be 55 plus 43. It'll be 98 total damage. That's 45, so that's probably gonna do like 53. So he's gonna have 10, 05. But now he's binded again.
I mean, he's not in the web, but yeah.
But now these are electrified. These are electrified, yeah. Oh, and his speed's gonna be lowered, so that keeps me to do that.
Oh yeah, speed's lower, but he's not in the web, so he's not bound yet.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, and because of that, Orion's follow-up attack doing additional dex damage.
Yep.
61. $9.44. All right. Okay, that's pretty much it for Stanley, I think. Next is you.
Hmm.
You gonna bully the King Gambit somewhere?
I mean, it's only bullying if it was, you know, well, yeah, you know, other options nearby. He has high special defense and high defense.
Yeah, 85 special, regular, 120 normal. So pretty relatively high.
It doesn't really matter which one though. Probably move up and then Pedal Blizzard.
That's a Blizzard.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Pedal Blizzard. Alright. So let's go ahead and calculate that damage again. Alright. That
90 base damage.
Mm-hmm.
Half of that for overgrowth, half of that for protein.
That 272.
And then you do the crit after that, or you times that by 3, or would it be times 3 on the 90?
And then I times the total damage by 2.
Or 2, yeah.
Alright, so 650. And then minus 2 physical defense, so minus 120. So that's still 530, good lord.
I did crit though, so it's like, you know.
Yeah. 530. But it was 25. It was 25.
And then we get our follow-up, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, Sweet Scent gave me 15 more.
Plus 15. Cool. So, plus 75. So he is at 560. Or 460.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
460, and then I'm going to calculate the follow-up damage. Follow-up attack damage from... $61. Plus 56. 56. 193. And then add the pulse follow-up passive. Plus 12. For the first attack. Plus 30. Not the most exciting follow-up attack, so that's still 215 more damage.
Right. So he's probably gonna go down to his next attack unless I really don't do much damage.
Yeah. Alrighty. With that crit, you pretty much he went from nigh unkillable to hyper crippled. Like a turd.
Yeah. See how it goes when you crit.
Yeah, good grief. All right.
I mean, at least it's not Fire Emblem. If it was Fire Emblem, it'd be 3 times damage.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So,
Fire Emblem numbers typically tend to be low, so that's perfect. That's fine, but like.
yeah, and usually people that crit are weaker, like they tend to be.
Like yeah, crit monsters tend to need them. But
Yeah.
like, good grief. crits in my game are insane.
Yeah.
Alright, but that's cool though. So Joe's gone. Paul's turn now.
Another shove takedown combo.
Sure.
Does he need to shove forward, or can he also pull?
Either or works. They're both tests of strength.
Yeah, I was thinking of him going up and then pulling him toward the one that he's on.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That way he's still kind of surrounded-ish.
Cool, yeah. We'll try that. So going up.
And maybe more of a beat-up follow-up than a takedown follow-up. That makes more sense to me.
And then either way, we'll see strength test.
Yeah. 19 again. He rolled that last time too.
Oh gosh, man. Why is Paul so strong? Alright, try this on for size. How are you able to pull me?
No, I get
Superhero training, boy.
that he does. You have to look like a suplex. So he, yeah, I guess he would, yeah, be there, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, because you're pulling him backwards.
Yeah, so it would make sense that you would go to the left as he's doing it, yeah. Whoa. Getting that bigger idea. Yeah, then I think sometimes things like that would cause damage, but I don't know if I really care about that. So I can just
suplexes. If you're like suplexing him, that would. And if you want to do that, if you want to count the strength roll towards that, I can do that, because that can damage it based off of his defense.
Right, or his weight.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense, but I don't know if it would be fair to count that as just a bonus action though either. I'm not sure in terms of D&D rules.
I'll count that as a bonus action. It's fine.
Okay.
This defense is 120, so I'll probably say. I'll say it does like 60 more damage.
Okay.
So 944.
And then yeah, follow up with a beat up.
Yep. Beat up time.
Meow.
230. Divided by 5. 46. Plus 76. Plus 22. That does not hit.
It does not hit.
Because I believe his armor class is 24. Yeah, no, that's not hitting. Oh well.
Fair enough.
So unfortunately that missed, but the strength test worked. So he's bound again, so he takes a fifth of his damage, so he takes 9 damage from the trap. Alright, Alex's turn. He does not break out of the web trap.
For once.
I know, right?
then you would take
Alright.
the damage again then.
Yeah, he will once his turn's over.
Right.
Actually, yeah, I can probably do struggle damage too, because he's struggling against an electrified web.
Regardless, he would take it at the end of this turn anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, so that's fair. Yeah, that'll probably just be the damage then. So I won't worry about that.
Yeah.
So, but he's still within range of Paul. So let's see what he's gonna want to try to do. Number 3, which is tail up again. All right, that move it is. Lowest target's defense by 5. Alright. So that's his attack. Next is Jose. So his attack cooldown is now at 4 for his special attack. Now, but he is confused, so I'll go ahead and do heads or tails. Alright, it is heads. The attack goes through.
Okay.
So he's going to try to target either heads, you, tails, Orion.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about my healing.
Oh yeah, for
So a D10 per action. I only did the 1, I think. So I was gonna roll a D10, a D10 quick.
if it's per action, it would be like move, attack, and like whatever bonus action you took.
So I would do 2 then, probably. Okay. Because I moved and I attacked in last turn. So roll those. A 10. Okay. So let's heal myself 10. Okay.
Cool.
Alright. So he was targeting me?
I don't know yet.
Oh, he's targeting Orion.
He's targeting Orion. Okay. He's gonna.
Yeah, what is he gonna do?
Let's find out. Obviously, he's gonna move.
Yeah, because I think all of his attacks are close combat, right?
Yeah.
So you could just highlight both of them with their drag and pull them down.
That's fine. He only has this and the confusion. It's not. The light bulb is the only really annoying one.
Because it's hard to see it.
For some reason, I made it extremely hollow.
Yeah.
So I'll just figure out what I want to do for that instead.
Right.
Anywho. He's moving that, so he did that. He's gonna attack Orion with
Lear.
Torment. So the last time he attacked at all, he used Side Beam, so he's just not gonna be able to use Side Beam again. So I will put a no sign on that to signify.
You said it was disable?
Torment.
Torment. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not permanently disabled, because you just can't use the same move as last time. And the last time he attacked was with Side Beam. Because the burst was technically a superpower, and those don't count.
Right. Trying to think, what's the other move that lowers your PP for a move? It's similar.
Is it a move that lowers power points?
Yeah, what is it again?
Maybe it's the same?
You said Torment, right?
Torment just says you can't use it again.
Well, that's I can think you have Disable.
Probably. We looked it up.
Well, yeah, it's specific to the prevents the target from using the same move twice in a row. So it's any move you can't use twice in a row. Versus Disable, which just disables the move that you used last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Temporarily prevents the target from disabling a move.
Yeah. Trying to think what the other move is again that lowers PP. Move that lowers.
Okay, so typically the turns tend to be at most
Oh, it's spite.
as of Scarlet and Violet 4 turns. That move's not allowed to be used.
That's for disable.
Yeah, specifically for disabled.
Yeah.
That's a fun factor in the future.
But yeah, the move I'm thinking of is spite. It's a ghost type move. Decreases the PP of the last move of the target used by 4.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure how you'd use that in this though.
We haven't been calculating PP at all.
Right. So if it comes up, it comes up. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know.
I'll say it like cuts the damage of it or something. Oh yeah, I'll just say it's a damage cut.
There's also a move called Trump Card. Power depends on the move's remaining PP after use, powering up when its PP is lower. Huh. That's weird. Trump cards sound like one of the moves you actually want to have only 5 PP. Because it does more damage the lower it is, I think. I don't know. That or maybe the opposite, you would want to have more PP. So that once it gets to like 2, it's like one-shotting. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I've ever used Trump card before.
It seems like it'd be a pretty good ability on paper, but
Right.
we'll see. Alright.
Huh.
I
I
forgot who.
I also
forgot
did.
whose turn it
Well, Jose just moved, so it probably would be Orion's turn.
That's right. He was targeting Orion for something. Yeah, he had used Torment. You're right.
Yeah.
So yes, it is Orion's turn.
Also, I didn't know there was a move that actually fully restores PP to a Pokemon that is sent out into battle.
Really?
It causes the user of it to faint though in return.
Kind of like.
But if you had like one Pokemon that's just really fast but isn't all that strong, then you could have him like restore your strong one's moves PP. It'd be kind of nice.
Okay.
Totally like a Jirachi or like I don't know, something that's really fast, like one of those mythicals that doesn't hit that hard.
Yeah.
Or yeah, something like that. Or like what's his name? I keep forgetting what his name is. The ghost ninjas thing, whatever it's called. Ninkata evolved from the ninjas.
Not Shedinja?
Shedinja, yeah. Because yeah, he can't get hit by a lot of things, and he only has 1 HP, so it's like he's really fast. So you could just use Lunar Dance and just do that. I think you could revive him. No matter, I think with Shedinja, you can revive him with a revive or anything like that. He would just have 1 HP again. So yeah, another Mon that could revive. Then you can do that again, and yeah.
That's actually kind of funny if you could do that with Shedinja.
Yeah.
Just always have it be whatever the ninjas, and then but when it dies, it evolves into Shedinja. Kind of like the wishy-washy thing.
Yeah.
And then you can only kill with super effective moves.
Can Shedinja use Lunar Dance? Lunar Dance. Shedinja can learn the move Lunar Dance in Pokemon Sword and Shield, specifically starting with version 1.3.0. Okay.
They patched that in.
Apparently.
Good grief.
The move's effect of healing and restored PP will activate when Ninja switches out and that Pokemon is brought into battle. As long as that Pokemon is in good condition. Wait, it didn't say anything about him fading. I'm guessing he faints, right? Didn't say it.
Oh, Jose just moved, that's right, so Alex needs to take his damage, his 9 damage.
But yeah, Orion's doing stuff, I guess. It makes sense if he attacked Jose.
He still has a major link on Rhydon as well. Don't forget, he can still do his
Yeah. How much health does he have again?
But if you want to continue attacking him, go ahead. Because he is almost there. He is only like a couple of, like 200, 250 away from dying.
Right. Can I just use surveillance and then make him have a major link and then use the same move on him?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, if you want to count major link as an attack, yeah, if the link burst is an attack, yeah. So surveillance, that turns this guy into a major link, and that turns this one into a major link.
He's like, yeah, it's like two of them, yeah. It basically means you could use it twice in a row on him.
Yeah, just 2 consecutive turns, just spam it.
Yeah.
Because now he has like links for days.
Yeah.
That's just 2 guaranteed 60 bombs. Whenever it's just like 1 per his turn.
Right.
Alright, so you're just gonna use link burst on him?
Yeah.
On Jose? Alrighty. Link the burst though. He's still confused and takes a free 60. 61.
And then we follow up all three of us, right?
Yep. So he's currently at 184.
Can we do 184?
What, 84 minus your guys' stuff? 5.
Yeah.
29 minus 56. But all 76. That kills him.
Oh.
King Jose, the King Gambit is out. He is knocked out.
Was that just barely? You said it was like 180 something, right?
Yeah, it was 186. Yeah, you killed him by 3 HP.
Alright.
Alright, now let's put this Alex. The warrior falls in combat. Go on without me.
And he like falls backwards in his chair.
Like actually, just punk. Alex is just good grief. He's got to write better lines for when he gets knocked out in combat. All right, well, this is rather awkward, but I guess Joe will yell at me if I don't try, so I'll see what I can do. Hopefully not much. It's because it's my turn to attack. Let's see. Anything specific he wants Stanley to do? Oh yeah, don't forget it. He's 9 damage from that attack.
Yeah.
16.
Would it be 9 or 18? Because wasn't there Jose's turn as well?
You're right. Yeah. 17 minus 8, 848. All right.
Okay.
Bit by bit, you're taking away.
I'm guessing that doesn't count as well. Actually, does that count for insurance? I mean, assurance. If he's taking damage from the trap.
Yeah.
I'd probably just go to his right.
Damage.
Or actually, I don't really matter if the trap's there. I'll just go above him and use assurance.
All right. Assurance, does it hit? 16.
I'm assured that it does.
Yeah, I'll say it hits. It's 21 with the additive, but that's fine. So 120. So 120 plus. Did I click off my calculator? Yes, I did. Gosh darn it. That's calendar.
Calendar later. how you calculate what how you calculate what the date is.
I didn't even. Okay, whatever. That's probably the calendar trying to sync up with whatever. Ugh. All right, so 120. We're gonna interrupt it any further.
Right.
Plus his strength.
Unfortunately, I don't get the 1/4 in this time because, you know, there's no one else left. So he's attacking the same person now.
Yeah.
So, but it's whatever.
120 plus 56. He has no other additives outside of that, so it's just the base attack. Subtract his 120 defense. Yeah, so 56.
And then the follow-up from Orion.
Yep. So why did I do that? 848. Good grief. Okay, so minus 20 minus 61, so 667. And minus the struggle damage, 17 minus 9, so 658. Alright, pretty standard.
Okay.
That's Alex's turn. Does he break out?
Wouldn't it be my turn next?
Stanley. It was Stanley's turn, wasn't it?
Yeah. Don't I go?
Oh, yes, it was. You're right. But he does fail that, so he doesn't break out next turn either. So go ahead.
Let's go to his Rhydon's right and use beat up.
Okay. Beating him up again. Gotcha.
Yeah, see if it hits, I guess. We got the dice, so the physical, so it'd be 5 plus that. It's an 8.
Yeesh. So, that one not hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Let's see. So I guess I still get healed regardless. So what do?
Yeah, good action.
I moved too. We were counting that as an action. I you counted that last time, but it doesn't really make that much sense.
It's just you're outside and you're doing stuff, so therefore the sun's rejuvenating you.
Right, but you know, on the sheet it says I heal per action. So
yeah,
on a technical sense, an action is an action, and movement is a movement. You know, so it's like.
True. Yeah. My brain sees action as any sort of like thing that you are doing on your turn. Like there are defensive action, there's movement actions, and then there's that. So that's what my brain reads that as.
Okay, I'll just heal 9, I guess then. I roll a 6 after the 3. That's 210. Okay. Not a whole lot else I can really do, I guess. So like I'll just sit there.
Next is now it's Alex's turn. He does not break out, so.
I thought that Paul was faster than he was.
I believe Paul's speed is.
I thought his initiative rolled out to be faster than Rhydon though.
He was after Joe.
Yeah, but Joe was yeah.
Oh, you're right. No, Paul is faster. You're right. I'm stupid. Sorry, it's this combat's going on longer than I expected, so my brain's not checking out. My brain's not paying attention.
I'm feeling that a little bit too, I guess. So.
That's good. That's fine.
But yeah.
Okay.
Takedown or beat up. I mean, he missed beat up last time, but I think I can count on him to hit this time, so I'll probably just do beat up again. Yeah.
Does hit.
Yeah.
Jeez, Paul. All right.
It's high highs and low lows.
Your RNG either peaks or plateaus, man. Right. Let's do 6 plus 55 plus 43 plus 56 divided by 5 equals 46, and then add his strength. $122. 46 plus 36 equals 42. Does he have anything cool that helps him with damage? No. So, okay. So 122. Fortunately, his defense is 120, so I think that's only doing 2 damage. I need to buff that damage. That's kind of stupid, but 6, but the follow-up attacks will do a bunch, so because that's unmitigatable damage. Actually, yeah, takedown probably would have been the better option. Do you want to swap that to takedown?
I mean, if you want, yeah. That's 90. And then, yeah, the strength. Yeah, it should be like 140 something, I think, right?
Yeah, 166.
Yeah.
So you'd be doing 46 damage.
Okay.
612, and now for the follow-up attacks.
Beat him up. No, not literally, but talk about Persona. That's basically what that is.
Yeah, an all-out attack.
Yeah.
So, so your follow-up plus Orion's follow-up. So, 55 plus 61, 116, plus his passive, plus 8, plus 18. So an additional 142.
Not bad.
470.
It's about half of what his health was, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you guys still did a pretty decent number.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are doing the damage, and the RNG is telling you you're doing the damage. I think Reinhardt's defense is just way too high.
Yeah.
For the amount of damage you guys are doing. So that's on me. Alright. So that was Paul's turn. Oh, so I'll do his turn ending thing, pass it on. I think.
Pass it to Orion.
Sure. I'll give Orion the fruit.
Nom 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 nom.
For me, he shouldn't have.
And maybe have him heal instead of that doing damage. But we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Now, we know that Rhydon didn't break out.
Yes.
That means he has to
Go ahead and do that now.
he has to target one of us three.
Alright.
Probably a D6, and then, yeah, every 2 numbers.
Yep.
So would that be Paul?
2, so he's going to target Paul again.
Yeah.
With number 2, Horn Attack. And I'm just going to make this one hit because he's been missing all game.
Yeah, he has.
So that's just damage plus strength. So 60 plus 65, so that's 125 to Paul, minus his physical defense. I'm just gonna say that it's 60 damage.
I say if they hit me, it would have done 2 damage.
Yeah, y'all's defenses are pretty high, actually. Alright, that's fine. He unfortunately Rhyhorn suffers from Rhydon suffers from Gen 1, so his damage isn't gonna be nearly as good as it used to be. But that's fine. I'll say that does 60 to Paul. So
okay.
I forgot what his actual HP was. I'm freaking stupid. Alright. Got to write on my max HP.
What are you doing, Cinder?
Or Ryan just took like 670 damage. So his is like 312 or something. Stanley hasn't gotten hit. So
you know, I just realized that Volo and Arceus is called a Pokemon wielder instead of a Pokemon trainer. I didn't realize that till now. It's like, I guess that is more accurate.
Honestly, yeah, especially if he can control Giratina and stuff, he is a more of a wielder.
Yeah. He's not really like he's training them, he just kind of is using them.
They're his weapons.
Yeah.
Rhydon is almost dead, boys.
Dead tire, that is.
Alright, so that was his turn.
So
now
yeah.
it is Ryan's turn.
Yeah.
Gonna use that to heal 10 damage.
Yeah. Just have to, you know, defense measure in case.
Fair enough. Ryan's going to heal. It was 15, my bad. 311, yeah, so he's almost back to his regular HP.
He didn't take that much damage.
Yeah, it was the 70 from his attack and then that's healing 15. So, no, that doesn't sound right. I don't remember what his HP was. Whatever. I'll just say I healed 15, so he's at 311.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out later. I just won't save the changes and that'll revert everything back to normal.
Right. So you use using skill burst on Rhydon.
Alrighty.
Or I'd say link burst, not skill burst. I think it was something else.
Link a burst on. 60. So now he's at 400 exactly. And he's confused.
And then we all follow up.
That is correct. So that's doing 203. What die D7? Alrighty.
He's almost down.
He's almost down. He's like one good attack away from just getting blown up.
Well, it makes sense for Stanley just to use Assurance again.
Yeah, fair enough. Straight to the point? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus the 9. 17 minus 9, 188. Sally's using Assurance. Six. 76. Minus 120. So 56 damage. Plus the follow-up attacks from So not from Sandy.
Yeah, just Orion, yeah.
Yeah, Orion. 799. Alright, I'm finishing up my combat, so just give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
311 minus 99. 212. Okay, cool.
Was that enough?
I forgot to. So, no, that's the
I'm guessing there's a little bit left.
Yeah, hang on. Why did I do that? Whatever. No, that is. I think I looked at the wrong HP. Gosh darn it. Hang on. 188 was
Yeah.
99. $89. Okay. He has 89 HP left.
Alright.
So he is once again a one. Okay, so he is 2 good attacks away from dying.
I'm guessing that he's probably get taken out by me though.
Yeah, you are likely, unless Paul has like something under the sleeve.
Right. I'm gonna throat chop him.
Yeah, me so is you. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, you're next. So
Yeah.
third. Oh, okay. How much is that doing?
80.
80
Plus the half of protein.
Plus your strength 55.
Yep.
Divided by 2 equals 67.
Then we're adding sweet scent. That's 1. I probably should roll to see if I actually hit first though.
Yeah.
So d20 plus 5. It's 15 total.
15. I'll say that hits.
I'm glad that I rolled in that order. If I would have rolled that first one as a hit, it would have been a 1. that would just critical fail.
Alright, cool. Yeah, that defeats Rhydon.
Ooh. The third chop on its own without the follow up was enough.
Yeah. Alright, so back to the post combat. You see Team Thunderguard on the ground, kind of like panting, tired, very easily, like very obviously defeated. Joe kind of Sundareically relents and says, "You know what? I mean, fine. We were just testing your mettle. Wanted to see if we could trust you, is all." So,
Right.
I guess, after that display of sheer bravery, I can tell you what we've been doing, and maybe we can join forces after all. Maybe, yeah. If because not that we need you or anything, but you guys seem like you could use the help.
Right.
Yes, he won't stop him. Alex kind of whispers, "Just say yes." He's not gonna stop until you do.
We accept.
Yeah, I mean, good. Alrighty then. So, we've been trying to figure out what this thing is. It seems like electric type moves seem to augment the field quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure why, but if we could figure it out, that might be the key to solving the issue.
If electric types make it grow, would ground type do the opposite? And look at Alex.
That's the thing. We've tried that before. Electric type seems to be the only thing that has some kind of effect on it. I was thinking, oh, I have an idea. What if it's a polarity issue? You know how magnets generate positive and negative electricity? Well, maybe you just need electricity on both sides.
That could be the case. Which means that I would need to copy you, Joe.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it then. All right. You two stand on. I'll take you back to the hub world, and we'll go to the near stagnation zone. See if we can.
Have any effect?
Yeah, see if it has any effect. So we'll say probably the. Do you want to go to the Altarius house, the Mime Junior's house, or the Charizard's house? Do you remember what all those? What all those did?
Was uh, the Farfetch on here too? Was that not on the map?
It's not on the map, but we can go there too if you want.
Okay, let's start with Farfetch.
All right, cool.
I guess we could just warp there, right?
Yeah. Just fast travel. You fast travel to Farfetch's house. Yeah, you're getting back. I don't suppose you found a way to dispel this weird zone that's been going on.
We have idea in mind.
Okay, cool. Well, then hurry up and do it. Please. All right.
Right away.
Oh, I Team Thunderguard with you too. Heck, two great minds joining together. Oh, I can't wait to see what you guys came up with. You hear that, guys? He called me a great mind. All right. So I'm over here.
Next, I'm on the opposite
And
side.
I guess you'll be over here.
I mean, that's Charizard's fire, but I guess yeah, that's the closest thing we have as reference, really.
Because for some reason I didn't put his house on the map.
But yeah, we'll just say that that's the Farfetch house.
Yeah, we'll say it's the Farfetch's house. Oh man, I hope this works. If this does, we might be able to get this problem solved post haste. Like almost immediately. Heck yeah, that'll be another one for the books. It'll be our first one for the books. It'll be our first great mission too. Alright guys, do your best. Alright. Shockwave!
Shockwave!
You see the fuel pulse a bit. It's kind of like expanding, shrinking, and then it dispersed, creating a large wave of wind. Huh? Did it do it? It looks like it's gone over here, guys. Huh. Looks like you were right.
Huh. Found out how to get rid of it, but how did it get here in the first place? I still wonder.
Indeed. We might have to do some more exploring to figure that out. Sorry, give me just a second. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, alright.
I guess you have something you need to do pretty soon.
Well, I saw that big cave up ahead. If you can, do a perception check for me real quick.
Yep. Meow. So it's the wisdom 4 modifier plus ID. Okay.
Yeah.
So that. 6 total.
Good lord. You notice that while that one's been dispersed, while you guys were fighting, you notice that some fields have either gotten bigger or more have popped up in random spots. So, it was a general observation. You didn't need to roll too high for that.
Right.
But
like we don't really know why. We just noticed that they did.
yes. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess we can keep doing that to all of them, but they're
Yeah.
gonna like keep popping up, and that's gonna be more work. Might have to go to that massage parlor after that. More work does mean more massages, though. So we got if we can get all the massages you want after we find the root of the issue. Yeah, Orbital's right. Unless we figure out what's going on, we're not gonna make any much more progress. Though being able to disperse them is a pretty big deal. So
Indeed.
we could at least mitigate the problem in case we come across anything else. But ooh, my overworld instincts are kicking in. The answer to all of our problems are probably going to be in that cave. The what? The cave up there, up ahead.
The one that was blocked by the field you were messing with earlier?
Oh yeah, you know, kind of forgot about that cave. Yeah, you were so focused on the field, which isn't a bad thing, but then we got into combat, and then a bunch of stuff kind of just happened. I'm the only one that remembered because my head is sharp. I, yeah, it sure is.
Can't argue with you there.
Alrighty then. So, let's make our way to that cave.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
think it is almost 4.
Yeah.
So,
It
so
got-
we're gonna end it there.
that combat got really belonged.
Yeah. Alright, so I will try to. Now that I know what kind of damage you guys are capable of dealing, I'm gonna adjust the future bosses I have planned to defenses so
Okay.
that you guys can actually hit them.
Right. And probably adjust our defenses so that we can't dodge everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna nerf your armor classes. I'm gonna add that to my checklist to do over
Okay.
the next couple weeks.
Right.
So by stream schedule for at least a while is gonna be moved to every other Tuesday. So every
Okay.
other Tuesday we'll just be doing D&D, if that's
Okay.
okay with you.
Yeah, because we don't really need to do the other thing that we were doing between them. It only matters if we're doing this, I guess.
Yeah, I typically have more fun doing D&D anyway, so it's not that much of a nerf for me.
Yeah.
But figured I'd let you know if that was gonna be an issue, and if you did want to play Smash, we can replace the D&D with Smash or something.
That's fine.
So
Yeah, if
it
I
won't be completely off the D&D, but if you want us to do something, else, we can.
right, or if you need more time, one of those every 2 weeks for some reason, yeah, we can do
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that worked out. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to calculate your EXP. I got some stuff I got to take care of,
Right.
so I will give it to you not right away. You have
Mhm.
your character sheet, obviously, and you know how to reroll your stats. So,
I have to remember what I'm rolling though, but we can with
yeah, I mean, you know how to, like, roll and do that.
yeah, we can just do that at the beginning of next time too, if we have to.
It's true.
So I mean, I don't know if we.
It's going to be dialogue and then possibly another combat. But
yeah.
I'm definitely, now that I have this in mind with how long this took, I'm going to make adjustments. Probably
Right.
not to the HP, but definitely to, like, the defenses.
Right. Okay.
All right, cool.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it as always. I truly are one of the OGs, buddy.
One of the OGs and the ones left.
Yeah.
And also usually just shows up if you're doing Smash or something. Otherwise, they don't really, want to do anything else.
Yeah. And that's fine. D&D with Kagura sounds frustrating anyway.
Yeah, I can imagine actually. Yeah.
Nothing unites people more than a common enemy. But that aside, I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for showing up again.
Yeah. You have a great day. Have fun with
All right,
whatever you're doing.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that was fun, but it definitely did take a while. So, if I do decide to do a stream tonight, like I do sometimes, it might be later, but it might also not happen. Okay, good to know. Went on for how many hours? 5? It's like 5 hours. Because I started at almost 11 here, and it's 3. So 4-ish hours, but I was also streaming for a little bit before that. Before we were doing D&D, so yeah, we'll see. Let me look here. I'll be right there, so I'm not gonna bother the raid right now. No one really raid out. Okay. So yeah, I'll just call it there, and I'll see you either tomorrow or later, I guess. I think I'm gonna do another randomizer stream. I kind of decided that I wanted to keep going, even after finishing one of the games. So we'll see how long that desire lasts, but that's kind of what I decided. So that'll probably be like one or so. I'll be able to do that because I have to go into work for a little bit for some reason. So yeah. Until next time, though, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night or day or whatever. I guess I would say night for some reason.